How many of you are tracking numbers in your business, KPIs, but your bank account is still feeling like there's no difference whatsoever? You've got reports, you've got dashboards, you've got KPIs, you've got everything coming out of your ears, but nothing seems to be moving that needle. I'm Michelle Masacchio, Fit Money CPA, where vet med meets smart business. And today I want to show you why that's happening. And the only KPIs that will actually help you move that needle. So here's the issue. Most business owners, including veterinarian practices, are tracking vanity KPIs. How many appointments do I have? What's my revenue totals? Maybe I've got my profit on a piece of paper. But you know what? Those numbers are lagging indicators. We can't use them to move the needle. They tell us what happened in the past, so they're reporting history. That's not what we need to do. So you end up busy doing all that juggling, and you end up working harder, but you're not actually driving the outcomes. That's exactly why I created the cats and dogs system. And because instead of tracking just absolutely everything, we focus on two sets of KPIs. The cats, which are the cash accumulating techniques, and the dogs, which are the driven outcome gains. Again, these are the only two categories of KPIs that we need to track. Cats are what are measured daily. They're your controllable actions. It's such things as following up with someone who hasn't paid the bill, actually a phone call, collecting those payments at the time of service. Instead of, trust me, I know we're all the same, but go ahead, we got you. We'll get you the next time you come in. Obviously hurting your bottom line. Let's review your expenses on a monthly basis to see if we can cut that waste. Let's see if we can increase compliance on those higher margin services. I know we never, ever want to suggest something that is not going to be correct for the pet. But sometimes as a pet parent, we all know people don't make the right decisions. So let's see if we can communicate with our clients the importance of what you're suggesting. And these are the examples of things that can actually be done on a daily basis. So the cats are about behavior, discipline, and that consistency. Dogs are our targets. So what is our monthly profit goal? What is our revenue per doctor? What is our average transaction value? Yeah, we got to calculate all those things just to make sure we're on the right track and we have the right supplies in-house. What are our cash reserves? What do we need? Cash run. You might hear a cash run. What do we need in our bank account so that if the doors were to close right now, we could still keep our practice open for 2 to 3 months? We've got to figure out that number. The dogs give us direction. And yeah, I know sometimes it's like them pulling on a leash with us, but they get us to where we're going. So we have goals. So if you don't use the cats without integrating, if you don't use the dogs without integrating those cats, we have goals, but no engine behind it. So dogs without cats is wishful thinking. Cats without dogs is just busy work. But if you connect them, if you put them together, if you tie them together, and especially in the staff's mind, your business starts producing those real results that we're looking for. Let's just do an example. You want to increase your net profit by $20,000 this quarter. We're at the end of April. You still have 2 months left. You can still do it. That's where your dogs come in. Then we reverse engineer with the cats. So we've got our dog, $20,000. Maybe we increase the average transaction by $15. Maybe we improve treatment compliance by 10%. Again, we have to give that kitty medication, and this is why we have to give the kitty medication. Let's get those pet parents more compliant. Let's reduce our supply costs. Again, if we're tracking everything that we need, that we've talked about in our cats and dogs, then we can cut that waste. We can cut our inventory. By giving your team the dog of 20,000 and the cats that we suggested, they have a clear path of what they're supposed to do. So if you realize you've been tracking the wrong things, drop the word profit down below or send me a message, either one, and I'll show you the cats and dogs system and how we can implement the numbers in your practice. So stop tracking everything. Let's start tracking what